Gays Word is quite an historic institution. It was founded in 1979, so it was the first kind of lesbian and gay bookshop of its type to be founded in the UK. It's quite a pioneering little institution. It's a community kind of resource, as well as being a fantastic kind of library, a catalogue of kind of like queer experience. History Month's a really special time in this shop. People come in, they're really eager and excited about kind of like engaging with our history.
And also it's important, I suppose, to note that it shouldn't be a place that people who perhaps aren't from the community come just for this month.
It's a resource. It's a library. Sometimes people ask us what we're doing specially for Pride, for example, and it's a bit like every day's Pride in this space, to be honest with you. It's a constant celebration of our kind of culture and identity.
They are so much more than just bookshops. How important is it that things like this, little independent stores such as yours, can be allowed to thrive in our city, and it can't be bulldozed for something else, for something corporate, that you can still, remain intact and sort of financially secure as well?
It is like an ongoing celebration of identities, of like queer identity, and even like the intersection between different communities within the queer community. And I think that is extremely important. Having something corporate would take away the level of personality and diversity that the queer community is so proud to have. It would take away the element of intersectionalism that exists between communities within the larger like queer umbrella. And the fact that we are proudly independent ensures that not only we can keep this history alive in a way that won't erase anybody, as well as ensuring that these communities can continue to thrive and connect with each other.
Well, in terms of the changes we've experienced between those two time periods, since your bookshop, Angie, opened up and Gaze the Word did, do you reckon it's really positive to see how much difference in terms of how much acceptance the common press would have had coming into the community now, compared to perhaps some raised eyebrows back in 1979 when Gaze the Word opened?
For sure. I also personally come from a country where there are basically no queer shops or venues, or where they do exist, they are in constant danger. We were just coming like on the end of the lockdown, and lots of queer venues had shut down because of the pandemic. So I feel that also people were welcoming the fact that a new queer space was opening in London, and that we were not dying out just because we were like independent and we don't usually have the support of super large corporations behind us. And I saw that people were extremely eager to support not just independent bookshops, but queer owned venues as well. And we are all extremely grateful for the groundwork that places like Gaze the Word and associations that have done to ensure that people like us, kids like us, can come into this business.
I feel very grateful that I'm the same age as the bookshop, and as I was coming into the world, there were people already standing up to preserve and fight for my difference and my uniqueness. And there's a lineage here. Gaze the Word couldn't be happier that there's a new generation of incredible bookshops up and down the country. There's been an explosion of new independent queer spaces, and it's so wonderful to have company and support and a network, a nexus at the moment. It's also wonderful to hear that the British Queer Museum has found a home in King's Cross and will be opening in the spring. The more community, the more interaction, the more of an ecosystem of support and love and understanding that there is with institutions like independent queer bookshops, the better. Now, that's a reason to celebrate Lesbian and Gay History Month if I've ever heard one.